¡Me lo pasé! ¡Me lo pasé! ¡No me lo creía! ¡Me flocó al final!
On October 5th, 2024, a legendary memory level titled Boobawamba in Geometry Dash has been verified by one of the top players in Geometry Dash titled East Shark. This level is one of a kind. This level has crazy memory, insane timings, and even full-on blindness. In this video, I will talk about this level, Boobawamba, and why it has no victors, not even that, no list percent records in over 1 year plus of verification. So a couple of months after Boobawamba got verified, it got placed at number 14 on the demon list. But this is just the beginning. So as said before, the level was placed at number 14, and then it got moved up to number 11, then number 9, and then number 3. And this is where it just like shocked the community. But before any of that, we're gonna go into the actual level. This is the level, Boobawamba by Akuni-kun. As you can see, I have 0% and 10% on practice mode. Let's just start it off. So, we're gonna play the level. Immediately, you get a slap in the face because of this very, first of all, you can barely see, and this very tight chip gap. Let me just try, I was gonna say let me try getting 1%. I finally got 1% on this level at least. It only took me over a year. But yeah, that's literally the first part of the level. But since I don't feel like playing it normally, we're gonna just play in no clip. So I'm gonna go ahead and ignore damage mode to play this level. So right off the bat, it's very dark. You can barely see anything. You can barely see your icon. A lot of like tight jumps, tight chip, and a lot of tight wave as well. Pretty like spammage as well, and moving blocks makes it harder to do. And then this part's not so bad. With a couple hours of practice, I think I could do it. It's a ball part with some shifting gears and orb memory. And then this part is just same thing, but it's a big ball. Whoa. Okay, and this part is pretty bad. This part is the drop part, the ship. All you get is like a green light in front of your icon. You can barely see where you're going. Like, I would not be able to tell where I'm going if I was playing in normal mode. Alright, and this part is terrible. This is the robot part, memory part with like 10 million orbs. I don't know what orb to click. I don't know where to jump, so I'm literally just randomly jumping. And, oh god, okay, I'm about to fall out of the map. And, yeah, there it was. It's okay, I made it back here, and just get ready for the hardest part in GDF. Like, somebody explained to me how. And look, I fell out of the map again. So basically for this part, you have to hit these like portal orb things and also jump on the blocks at like the perfect time. So, and then like just pray that you don't die. Like, I don't even know where my player is on hitbox mode. Like, what is this, bro? And if you somehow pass that part, this next part is gonna give you a migraine. Actually, I take it all back. This is the hardest part in Geometry Dash, period. Okay, it's harder than open window. So if I could very justly explain this part, there's these like, I don't even know what to call these. There's 10 million orbs, there's pads, there's structures, there's spikes, there's everything. While literally there being fog and just a green light for you to help. And you don't even know where your player is too. Your player is just like completely unseen. So you have to guess most of the time where you're going. It's unreal. It's unbelievable. And if you're somehow actually insane enough to beat that part, this last part is just evil. So there's different robot jumps followed by 2 orbs on top across like many different areas. And there's this last memory section that you have to complete by memorizing stuff throughout the level. And yeah, it's just like pure evil. But I'm gonna do this a couple times just so I can show you. So you fall down, and here's the memory section where it starts. There's different stuff on screen, and basically the order that it is like stuff throughout the level, little details throughout the level. And there's different orbs on top. You have to tap the correct one throughout the thing. I believe it's only one you have to tap. and you have to hope it lets you in. But as you can see, it says X, which means it did not let me in. I'm gonna try and see if I can actually guess which one it really is. There's actually no way to do this though. Alright. I think it's that one. I could have been wrong, but I think it was that one. Let's check. No way, bro, I'm not even gonna lie, I actually just guessed that. And then yeah, after that it has this end screen, complete level, but obviously it didn't count for me, because I was in ignore damage, and stuff like that. And yeah, that's Boobawamba. Incredibly difficult. One thing that Boobawamba has that the other levels don't have is that Boobawamba has like an actual meaning to it. So if we click on the level, you can see that Boobawamba is equal to 10,000, whatever that number is. Boobawamba means like a giant math number, like a giant number, giant musical number. That's yeah, very, very crazy. I mean, I guess that's kind of why this level is like tech-based and memory and stuff. It's crazy. It's very, very crazy. For anybody else wondering how to do the last memory part, I'll have this guy explain it. He knows how to do it in a minute.
Boobawamba explained in a minute. Boobawamba is this number in Googleology Wiki. Now I'm going to say how big this is. The reason why it says at number 3 is because you're pretty much playing a top 15 with your eyes closed, and it has an Art of the Blade type memory where you have objects to memorize for the end of the level, which I'll explain the objects right here. From 1 to 5, these are the objects to look out for. Number 1 is these 2 tiny spikes at 13%. Number 2 is this little saw blade jutting out at 34%. Number 3 is this big black beam in the foreground at 45%. 4 are these 2 different foregrounds, which both count as one object, which are located at 56% and 60%. And number 5 is this big black cross at 67%. Mind you, these objects are random, and when you reach the end, you must press the certain triggers where the objects didn't appear. For example, if you saw objects 1 to 3, but not 4 and 5, you must press the trigger on the screen when it says 4 and 5, since you didn't see them, and that's how you beat the level.
So now that we covered the level, now we're going to go over some of the progress that very few people have on this level. These very few people have tried and failed. By failed, I mean they dropped the level. The first person who has progress is Aghanim, who has 60% from 0. The second person is WizKid, who also has 60% from 0, but also 24 to 100. And the last one is Tiago, who has 66% from 0. Which, if we are being technical, is actually list percent. But for some reason, Tiago doesn't want to put his record on the list. But you know what? I honestly can't be dissing Tiago. He is one of the most loved players in this game. That being said, those are the 3 people who have far progress on this level. However, though, there is still one of the 3 people who actually is still making some minor progress on this level. That person is none other than Aghanim. Aghanim is actually still making some decently little progress on this level. As of editing this video, he released this video titled New Best with a question mark. In that video, he actually was still playing Boobawamba and ended up getting 42 to 100 or 43 to 100. One of the 2, I completely forgot. Actually, I believe it was 43 to 100. Okay, whatever it was though, he did do a pretty good run and is still minorly making progress. So, in my opinion, these are the 3 people that I believe have the highest chance of beating the level. Obviously it's Tiago, Aghanim, and WizKid, but in order, I think the lowest chance of the 3 is Tiago, since he has only uploaded 1 progress video and just completely dropped the level. And on top of that, the progress video was like 5 months or something ago. Although he does have the best like percentage from 0, it's still just like, it's still only 1 progress video and it was uploaded a long time ago. Second chance, I believe, is WizKid, since yes, he did drop the level, but he did make a little bit more progress than Tiago. Although he has 60% from 0, which is less than Tiago, but he also does have a run of 24 to 100, which is basically all the like more difficult parts. He only didn't do the blind ship and the ball section from 0. And number 1, I believe, has the best chance is Aghanim, since yes, he does have Boobawamba 60% from 0. But he is grinding the level the most, and still to this day is grinding this level. Now, I was honestly expecting a top player like Zoink, maybe, or W Popoff to beat this level when this level first got verified, or when I first heard about this level. But this level, they're like scared of this level. Zoink said that his goal for 2025 was to beat all the like main list or something levels again. I think it was, that's what it was. But he didn't include Codependence because he's very bad at 2-player, no offense to him. And he also didn't include Boobawamba because of, well, all the memory and timings. And W Popoff, I don't even know why he didn't beat this level. But hey, you know what? I'm honestly not complaining at all. This level is very, very difficult. Now I'm going to do 2 more things and we're going to end the video. So first off, I'm just going to say my opinions on this level. And then secondly, I'm going to just give one final full detail showcase without shake, low detail, just a full showcase of the level. But first off, let's just say my opinions on this. Man, this level has really pushed the boundaries for Geometry Dash. Like when I think of a memory level, I would not have come up with something this hard. This is just pure evil. You could barely see anything. You have a final pattern that you have to memorize. And it's just like crazy. The literal meaning of the level is equivalent to a huge mathematical number. Just like, it's just crazy. However, though, the decorations and the decorations and visuals on this level are very crazy, though. Like, I gotta say, the technology theme with the decorations and the visuals, they're all very, very crazy. So good job to the team for doing it. The layout, though, gameplay is pretty weird. Very, memorization, like, just has a lot of memory. And it's just, like, very, very, like, I don't even know. Decorations, I'd give this level an 8 out of 10. Overall gameplay, I'd give it, like, maybe a 5 out of 10. Overall, I would give this level a I'll be nice. I'll give it a 7 out of 10. So amazing level. But now we're going to head into the final showcase of this level. that's going to do it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure y'all like, sub, hit the bell so you don't miss out any other future videos. And we'll see you all in the next vlog. Peace out, everyone.